Hello and welcome to a Project Go Create video. Today we are going to make a spiral flower brooch using the spiral flower big die from Stampin' Up. So I've just put a piece of felt on top of the die, and then I've got a cutting mat underneath and on the top, and I'm just winding it through the big shot like that. And then I'm just pulling out, you can see it's all cut nicely, and you just discard the other piece, you don't need that. And then starting with the smallest end, you just wind it in the way, and then once it's started off, then I usually just use finger and thumb and just wind it round. And you can do this as tight or as loose as you like. I tend to do mine quite loosely, but if you want a closer notch you can do that. You can also layer up two together and you get an extra big flower, so that's a really nice way of doing it as well. When you get to the bottom, you can see that there's two big circles, and I'll show you that when I glue it. Then I usually put some glue right on the base like that, and you can see that the circle doesn't cover the circular spiral of the flower. It just sticks out either side, and that's quite okay. You don't need to make sure that the circle covers the base. It's allowed to stick out, that's fine. And then I usually just grab some scissors. These are our sharp extra big scissors, and I usually cut around my thumb into a point, but these are sharp scissors, so if you're going to do that, please don't hurt yourself. And then if you like, you can just trim them off a little at the bottom, make them look a little bit neater. And that's not my very technical way of making leaves, but that's what I do. And then I've got some brooch backs. I just order those just from eBay or Amazon or somewhere. And then we've got some hot glue as well. So with the brooch back, I layer up my leaves so they're kind of just splayed a little bit at an angle, and then a little bit of hot glue at the side of the felt, and then I slide that underneath, and then I hold the back, a bit more hot glue on the top, and then I put my second leaf on at an angle, and you can see little spiders of glue kind of poking out. And then once I'm happy with the placement of my flower, then I put some more hot glue and then place that on top. Now if you do use a glue gun, if you've never used it before, the glue is boiling hot and you will burn your fingers if you touch it, so try and keep your hands to the side. And then once you've got it glued on and in place, if you turn over and just press down, but also if there's any loose flappy bits, you can add a bit more glue, and that's the finished flower. I hope you enjoyed that. If you'd like to order yours, you can go to my blog. You can also send me an email at paperworks@hotmail.co.uk, and I always respond. And don't forget to subscribe.